Go.
Okay, so guys, we're back up here at Bogies after being at the practice facility. I just wanted to do the closing in here because it's a little breezy and make sure that they can hear us. Great work today. I think the biggest overall theme of the day is really quiet the lower body on a lot of those shots. We don't want to get a lot of movement or rotation going. It's all about the shoulders and the arms and really holding that angle with our right hand on a lot of those shots to keep that club face pointed up into the sky through impact. That's not going to allow the club to pass our hands and hit a lot of thin shots. Next week, we're going to get even closer to the green, do chipping, bump and runs, and then really get after the putting stuff. For today, does anybody have any specific questions to what we worked on? You had mentioned something.
Yeah, the approach to an elevated green.
Okay, so.
My issue is I come up short a lot.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's because I'm choosing the wrong club or.
I think what you'll find is you're probably choosing the same club as you would if it was a normal shot that was flat. And what happens when you get elevated or on an upslope is the loft of that club actually increases. So if you say take a 52 degree and you chip with it normally on a level surface, and then you go to an upslope and your shoulders should be in line with the slope when you chip either up or down. Okay, so everything tilts backwards. You are effectively turning that 52 into maybe a 55 or 56. So if you were to hit the exact same shot that you would on a flat surface, on an elevated surface, it's going to create a scenario where the ball is actually going shorter. It's going higher and softer and shorter. So maybe picking one club less on those shots and hitting it the exact same you would on a flat surface is really going to help. Or you just have to swing a little harder, knowing that same club, if you're more comfortable with that club, is just going to elevate the ball a little bit more off the upslope lie because you're increasing the loft naturally with the slope. Anything else? Sand stuff, anything like that?
When hitting into, say I'm hitting a short chip like we were doing there, yep. Into a downward sloped green, but I don't have much green to work with or rough to work with, is there anything I can do besides just trying to land it shorter and hoping it won't roll out as far?
Those become very difficult, kind of the short-sided shots, especially when they're downhill. Sometimes what you might want to look at, and it's a little bit riskier, is using less loft and trying to land it maybe somewhere in the rough and allow that first bounce then to be onto the short stuff where the longer stuff grabs it. The problem with that is it's difficult to gauge how much it's going to do. You leave it in the rough, then you've maybe cost yourself a stroke by not getting to the green. So there it's kind of a, hey, I'm going to try to get this close as I can, but I'm going to take my medicine and make darn sure that it gets to the hole or maybe past. That way at least you have an uphill putt. So that's kind of a course management thing where you don't want to leave it short if you're going downhill. You want to get it to the hole. So putting yourself in that spot where you have a little green to work with and it's downslope, you just say, look, I'm going to try my best, but if it's 20 feet past the hole, that's probably better than if I tried something where I didn't get to the green, and then you either have to be chipping again or putting down steep slope at that point. Anything else? Thanks guys for today. For practice, I'd say continue working on, feel free to go up to the practice area on your off time and work on really quieting that lower body, getting through the shots on the left side, holding the face open, and next week it's really just going to run right into that same stuff with the chipping around the greens where we're just holding our hands forward and using a chip shot kind of like a paintbrush style along the ground and getting that ball rolling towards the hole. Okay? Oh, just go ahead.
This is kind of an odd question, but I think we're all pretty similar golfers, and I think it benefits. I've noticed the kind of ball that you play. I know, that it does affect some shots, but
sure. I'd say
what would you suggest that we?
The more premium balls, which are going to be more expensive, are tailored more to playability as far as spin around the green, things like that. When you get into maybe the pinnacles or the top flights, where you're going to get a really good value, they're not really built to get the maximum amount of spin or feel. They're going to go further off the tee. They're a little firmer, but if you want to get more spin around the green, it's going to be a lower compression. There's some good balls. I know Callaway makes a really good chrome ball, Chrome Soft, that is fairly affordable. You're going to get a little bit more feel around the greens and then also spin. So I'd say it's the key is to just maybe try some different ones out, feel what feels right for you. But the technology's there. It's just that you kind of have to pay for it a little bit more when it comes to what you want to get out of the golf ball, for sure. All right, thanks guys. We'll see you guys next week.
Thanks, Dave.